Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition. In this part, we will be completing the taxi driver side mission, which is a requirement to complete in order to get 100%, and the way this side mission works is that we must complete 100 total fares in order to get our percentage points, and these fares do not have to be consecutive, so that's quite nice there. Now what I'm showing off right here are the spawn locations for the cabbie and the taxi in Portland. And theoretically, it's probably in your best interest to just find a taxi driving around the streets of Liberty City and stealing that. And then eventually getting to a safe location where cars get pooped out of each other, and then you can begin the taxi driver side mission. And so what ends up happening when you activate this side mission is that a random pedestrian that's walking around you at the time of activating the side mission will become a fare. And you can pick them up and take them to whatever destination they want to go to. And ideally you'd want to do this as quickly as possible because you do have a timer that you're running up against. And something to be mindful of is that you don't have to pick up the first fare that you see on the minimap. You can actually drive around for a little while to get a different fare to pop up, and that would be recommended in some areas, especially here in Staten Island, where we have the Colombian cartel and Yardy's currently angry at us, and so it can be a bit problematic picking up fares in their territories because they'll start attacking us the moment they see us. And so it's in our best interest to sometimes drive away from those areas to Belleville Park or Torrington, for example, and safely pick up a fare in those areas instead. So something else that's pretty important to point out here is that the taxi can be used in the pay and spray. So unlike with the vigilante, the firefighter, and the paramedic side missions, the taxi can be utilized in that way to repair itself, which is fantastic and really helps in maintaining a streak. And, you know, these don't have to be consecutive fares that we're doing. It's just 100 total fares across our gameplay. But I really wanted to do 100 in a row. And I love this right here, how we actually have a gang member that we're picking up to take to the casino, apparently, which is a bad idea for this Yardy, considering that, well, that's Yakuza territory, and they're probably going to whoop his ass. So, I mean, I guess that's good for us, since the Yardys are angry at us. But either way, it's always interesting whenever a gang member becomes someone who you can pick up. And it's really cool, actually. Like, if you didn't care about your streaks, you could just follow the gang member around the place to see what they end up doing. Because, you know, you can get, like, little fights that, you know, end up squirting out on the streets, and it's fantastic, I think. But either way, though, repairing your vehicle, because if you were to exit the vehicle, like let's say I didn't want to use the pan spray, let's say I wanted to use my hideout's garage, because that's a way of repairing my vehicle. Well, if I exit the taxi for whatever reason, then the side mission ends right then and there, and I'd like to maintain my streak. So instead of exiting my vehicle by using my personal garage to restore the taxi, I'd rather use the pay and spray to maintain my streak and get a lot of cash money, you know, for the ladies of the night. And I suppose I'd like to emphasize the bonuses that you end up getting by maintaining a streak. For every 5 fares that you complete, you get a cash bonus. And so the way this cash bonus works is that it starts off at a standard $2,000 extra for the first 5 that you do. And then for the first 10 that you do, you get $4,000. 15, you get $6,000, and so on. So it keeps increasing by $2,000. And so a very quick way of doing this is take your number of fares. So in this case, we're about to hit 100. So we would take 100, divide that by 5, which would give us 20. And then multiply that number by 2,000. So 2,000 times 20 is $40,000. And so we should be getting that right here as we drop off this fare at the final location. Fare complete, 100 in a row, $40,000. I'm basically a math genius for being able to do basic math. And with that, we've now completed the taxi driver side mission. Now, we have a pager message in the top left corner that says that at Borgnine Taxis in Harwood in Portland, we'll have a nice little special surprise there. And so by heading on over here, we will have a Borgnine taxi that spawns. And so it's pretty cool. If you're into that type of thing, maybe you want to do some more taxi fares, well, you can do it in this thing, this amped up cabbie, essentially. And the Borgnine taxis is a reference to the science fiction action movie Escape from New York. Late actor Ernest Borgnine drives a checkered taxi cab throughout a ruined and walled New York City. So there I can also read, so that's straight from the wiki. But with that being said, that completes this part. In the next part, we will be tackling the emergency vehicle import-export crane. So until then, I will see you next time.